Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, I Deepani Bardwaj welcome you all again, and today we are going to discuss the weekly current affairs which are very important for the examination. So we'll be starting with all the important headlines which will be followed by all the important questions. So let's start with our first important headline. The first headline says INS Kavarthi commissioned into Indian Navy. So the Chief of Army Staff General MM Naravane has commissioned the INS Kavarthi, the last of four indigenously built anti-submarine warfare, that is anti-submarine warfare, or we can say it as ASW, stealth corvettes into the Indian Navy in Visakhapatnam. The warship has been designed by the Navy's in-house organization, the DND, that is Directorate of Naval Design. Kolkata's Garden Research Shipbuilders and Engineers GRSE has built it. It has state-of-the-art weapons and a sensor that can detect and take action against hostile submarines. So this INS, or as you know that INS means Indian Naval Ship, it's of great importance as it is going to safeguard our country's coastlines, isn't it? So it also had a good endurance for long range deployments. It has completed sea trials for all its systems fitted on board and hence will be commissioned as a combat ready platform. So it's all ready for working. So INS Kavarthi derives its name from the eponymous INS Kavarthi, which was an Arnala class missile corvette. The older INS Kavarthi operated during the 1971 Bangladesh Liberation War. So this is the new INS which is going to safeguard our country. Fine. Next important headline. Pakistan's fast bowler Umar Gul announces retirement. You must be aware about Umar Gul. He is a famous Pakistani cricketer and a good bowler. So Pakistan speedster Umar Gul announced his retirement after his team Balochistan were eliminated from Pakistan's National T20 Cup on Friday night and was given a guard of honor by both his teammates and players from their opponents. Umar Gul made his international debut in ODI, that is 50 overs match, in 2003, and in the same year he also debuted in the test match, that is his first test match was also there in 2003 itself. He played his last test match, that was against South Africa, in 2013. Out of 47 test matches, Gul has taken 163 wickets with an average of 34.06. So he is a famous Pakistani cricketer who has announced his retirement. Next, CRPF collaborates with IIT Delhi, DRDO, JATC to augment R&D capabilities, that is research and development. So the CRPF, that is Central Reserve Police Force, the country's largest paramilitary force deployed for the internal security of the nation, has collaborated with IIT Delhi, DRDO, that is Defense Research and Development Organization, and Joint Advanced Technology Center, that is JATC. So DRDO and IIT Delhi joint initiative to augment its R&D, that is research and development capabilities. The CRPF officers, SOs, that is subordinate officers, who are trained by the IIT Delhi will also be associated with the joint research projects undertaken by DRDO and IIT Delhi in the field of defense, security, tech solutions. CRPF has over 3 lakh personnel, of which more than 500 officers, SOs, holds a degree in engineering. This initiative aims at the capacity building to make optimal use of police technologies. It will also help in integrating with DRDO labs for realistic indigenization of technologies on the internal security grid. It will also provide operational feedback on futuristic technologies which will enable the IIT tech experts to conduct proactive research and development. Fine. So they have now collaborated with IIT, DRDO and JATC. So let's move on to the next important headline. Russia approves second coronavirus vaccine, that is Epivac Corona. So Russian authorities have given regulatory approval to a second coronavirus vaccine after early stage studies 2 months after a similar move prompted widespread criticism from scientists both at home and abroad. See, no one is going to save you until unless you prove yourself, isn't it? So Russia has done what? In this ongoing situation, on such a problem facing time where each and every country is facing the same issue, where the economy is going down, and that too in such a bottom condition where it is quite difficult to uplift ourselves, isn't it? So in such a condition, a country has prepared a vaccine. Fine, they have already done with same with the first vaccine, so they have now approved the second coronavirus vaccine, which is known as Epivac Corona. So Russia becomes the first country to give regulatory approval to a COVID-19 vaccine in August, when Sputnik V was officially registered ahead of the large-scale clinical trial. Russian President Putin announced that the country has registered the second COVID-19 vaccine. The second Russian vaccine to receive regulatory approval was developed by the Vector State Research Center of Virology and Biotechnology. The two-shot vaccine Epivac Corona was tested among 100 volunteers in early stage, which lasted more than 2 months and were completed 2 weeks ago. The volunteers were of the age 18 to 60 years old. So you can see that teenagers were also there and people from old age were also there for the testing purpose. So they have done testing and they have approved the second coronavirus vaccine in such a pandemic condition where each and every country is facing a lot of issue. Fine. So let's move on to the next important headline. Government extends Home Secretary Ajay Kumar Bhalla's tenure till 2021. The government has approved extension in the service of Home Secretary Mr. Ajay Kumar Bhalla in the same post beyond the date of his superannuation on November 30, 2020 until 22nd of August 2021. So Mr. Bhalla shall complete his 2-year tenure as top bureaucrat in the Home Ministry on August 22nd, 2021. Talking about Mr. Bhalla is a 1984 batch IAS officer of Assam and Meghalaya cadre. He was appointed as Home Secretary in August 2019. So government has extended Home Secretary's tenure till 2021. That is 22nd August 2021. Fine. Next important headline. Now this headline is quite important because you must have seen about her on the Instagram, on the Facebook. She has gone viral on every newspaper headline. Her name is there. So who is she? Let's have a discussion regarding her. So Aishwarya Shridhar wins Wildlife Photographer of the Year award. Aishwarya Shridhar, a wildlife photographer from Maharashtra, won the highly commended award at the Wildlife Photography of the Year 2020. The 23-year-old's photo titled Lights of Passion was chosen among us 50,000 entries over 80 countries worldwide. She also became the first Indian to win the coveted award. Only 100 images are shortlisted and she won the award for her photograph in the behavior invertebrates category. She is the first and youngest girl to win this prestigious award from India in the adult category. The award winners were announced at Natural History Museum in London. Fine. So she is the famous wildlife photographer who has won the award from India, and since she is the first and youngest girl to win this award, so she is the important one which we must know not only for our general knowledge purpose but also for our examinations purpose. Fine. So let's move on to the next important headline. Next important headline says India participates in the 18th meeting of Prosecutors General of SSCO. India is keeping its engagement up at Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is SCO, as it participated in 18th meeting of Prosecutors General of SCO, which was held on 20th October 2020 via video conference. India was represented by the Solicitor General Tushar Mehta. During the meeting, all prosecutors agreed to strengthen cooperation in preventing and combating corruption, mutual legal assistance, and exchange of regulatory legal acts. India will host the next meeting of Prosecutors General in 2021. SCO is an important regional grouping which gives India an opportunity to engage its extended neighborhood, especially Central Asian countries. The 8-member bloc is holding this year's SCO Council of Heads of Government on 30th November, which will be hosted by India. The SCO summit will be held every year in November. Fine. The SCO summit will be held in early November. So all these were the important headlines, and now we are moving forward to all the important questions which are very, very important for your examination. The first question is, who has won the men's 2020 French Open title? And the correct answer is Rafael Nadal. Next important question. Recently, where was coastal security exercise Sagar Kavach concluded? And the correct answer is Kerala. Fine. Next important question. Which state or union territory has become the first state to have completely digital high-tech classrooms? And the correct answer is again Kerala. Fine. Next important question. As part of the United Nations International Day of Girl Child, Ava Murto became Prime Minister for which country for a day? And the correct answer is Finland. Next question. Recently, which IIT signed MOU with CDEC to establish 650 TF supercomputing system? And the correct answer is IIT Gandhinagar. Next important question. Recently, which state government has tied up with India Post to get 11,000 farmers enrolled in Pradhan Mantri Kisan Samman Nidhi scheme? And the correct answer is Goa. Next, recently Carlton Chapman has passed away. He was related to which sports? And the correct answer is football. Next important question. Who was appointed as the next ambassador of India to Indonesia? And the correct answer is Manoj Kumar Bharti, and it is the very important question for your examination. Fine, so make a note of it. Next, the first Indian to win the Oscar award, Bhanu Ataiya, has passed away. She won the Oscar for which film? And the correct answer is Gandhi. Fine. Next important question. Which country hosted the virtual summit of ministers of justice of Shanghai Cooperation Organization, that is SCO? And the correct answer is India. So all these were the important questions. So please have a look on these questions again and make a note of it so that you can be prepared for your examinations. So in case you have any doubt, comment section is available for you. So please do comment on it, like this video and share as much as possible. So thanking you for watching this video. Thanks a lot.